There's nothing new about fake news.
I used to see in the supermarkets the Weekly World News. It was full of fake news stories. They were famous for this ongoing saga about the Bat Boy.
It's not even new for Hillary Clinton.
There was another story in which Hillary Clinton was supposed to have found an alien baby and adopted him. So, this kind of thing as an editorial strategy has always been around, but there wasn't a lot of money in it and there wasn't much incentive to produce it.
Because the big money was in advertising.
If you're trying to make people think, this expensive watch, these kind of clothes will make you seem like a savvy, cool person, advertising in a fake news publication, it doesn't meet any of those objectives.
What is new are the incentives of the internet.
A lot of advertisement these days is served by remote computer algorithms, and they know who you are because they've been tracking your web browsing, but they don't care what site you're on.
And within Facebook, it can be hard to tell where a story is coming from.
And the way that's presented, you don't have a strong sense of what is the brand and what is their reputation.
So fake news can zoom around Facebook faster than anything before. It can make money, and people might not know if it's coming from a credible source. And fake news was definitely rampant during the 2016 presidential election. One BuzzFeed News report found that the top fake news articles on Facebook were either pro-Trump or anti-Hillary, which makes fake news a convenient target for liberals who are upset about the election results.
And also a lot of people in journalism see the world taking a disturbing turn, and they would like to believe that fake news is the reason.
While established media outlets are brands built on accuracy, rogue websites, some masquerading as legitimate, are reporting misinformation.
But when you look at it, as best we can tell, the kinds of things that really hurt Hillary Clinton in the campaign were true stories.
Gallup asked voters what they'd read, seen, or heard about Hillary Clinton, and they found that stories about Clinton's email dominated throughout the campaign.
Network television news devoted more minutes of total airtime to covering Hillary Clinton's email server than to all policy issues combined, and it wasn't even close.
Clinton violated security guidelines when she used a private email server.
The Hillary Clinton camp back under the cloud of the email controversy.
Thousands of emails under the microscope.
Clinton's email scandal is back in the spotlight.
I think a big problem you see is that the way media outlets like to think about a campaign is, well, you have two candidates out there, you have a team of reporters, so you divide up your team. Reporters are smart, they want to be adversarial. So the upshot is that you naturally end up with the result that both candidates are pretty similar, because you have similar numbers of people writing similar numbers of investigative stories about both of them. So if it turns out that there's sort of two big knocks on Hillary Clinton, her emails and her foundation, you get a lot of stories about each of those subjects. And if it turns out that there's a million knocks against Donald Trump, each story winds up getting less coverage because you only have a certain amount of Donald Trump space.
This is called false equivalence, and you can see some evidence of this in the Gallup data. Emails consistently are at the top for Clinton, with Trump stories shifting around. Facebook is finally beginning to fight back by partnering with proven fact-checking organizations. But don't expect this to fix everything.
If you think the media did a bad job, which I do, I think that the bad job that was done was there was a lack of perspective.
Many voters are making a lesser of two evils assessment right now.
You have two flawed candidates this year. Which one can you tolerate the most?
Scandals surround both campaigns.
Both candidates are facing serious trust issues.
Real news, very mainstream outlets, did not present the stakes well. I think that means that a lot of people went into this election not really understanding what was at stake.